with a win here.
And you've been a part of those types of runs. I know it's different than back when you had group play. It's still a loser's round one run. Like, you get hot, things start to work. Maybe like modes you've been struggling in, it just ends up clicking, like their Search and Destroy, maybe, for example, and next thing you know, you're crown champions.
Yeah, they got a lot more to go, but you're not wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, just getting multiple matches in the day, scrims starting to go your way, but a big wake-up call.
I'm a little ahead of it, I get it.
Yeah, they lose LAG, and surprise, surprise, LAG top 3, so they'll be in the winners final versus FaZe tomorrow.
And that's their hard counter. FaZe is in trouble. Hey, dude, like once a year, they come out and beat them, bro.
But that was, yeah, maybe. You never know.
already had one, so it's got to be 2. You got double. Yeah, that's fair, Joe. But we go to Karachi. Right there, you see the 4-floor condo that is Insights. This is their map. They are insane at this map and mode combo. They rarely are ever going to drop it. So
they've lost in once on the year.
Yes, rarely is one. But we already had an undefeated Vista Hardpoint team and Surge lose, so maybe we got more of that and Surge come alive.
They need to. Down 0-2. Tournament lives on the line. Pretty solid start, honestly, for both teams. Gio for what, 3 for 4 if you are Ultra. And Brezzy just kind of hanging out top 3, trying to give his team some position.
And I imagine it's got to be tough, too, because we've talked a lot about Pook and his comms, and he's become like a vocal leader for them. And you have a map like you did in the map 2 where you're dead the entire game. Like, how do you turn it on now in map 3? Like,
what do they say? You got to have, like, the memory of a goldfish? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so he's Hoop the Goldfish.
Yeah, you just got to forget about it. Yeah. And it feels like no matter what, this is just kind of who he is now. You know, just a guy that's, all right, I have a bad map, doesn't matter. I still have to be the comms leader for the squad.
Well, when talking to Rambo, he said he's the same way in scrims. Like, every scrim, he's the exact same way.
And he's had such honestly, a long career. It sounds crazy to say now.
Right.
But he has. World champion for a reason. He's been through it all.
Well, let's see if he can pick it up. They're going to need him in this series from a comp standpoint and a gameplay standpoint. But right now, lives-wise, looking pretty good.
Abuza is beaming, though.
Abuza is shooting. He had an insane map 1. He's 6-1 now, on 4 in a row. I heard Hook start to roll, but if anyone's going to slow down a hot hand, it will be Scrap. He's able to get the kill. You start to silence things. A good test on the point. Ford bobbing, weaving, dodging his own nades, but eventually Envoy able to shut him down. They'll get a semblance of balance now, and we'll see if they can hold this next big push. But what, Scrap, that first gunfight went on to Abuza, slow him down. He's torching everybody, and you start to win fights after that.
Yeah, I think Scrap is still like a little bit weak from that Abuza fight. Hook now the next challenge, able to find another one, so Yo 2 for 2. Abuza, though, off spawn, able to find one. Good trades until that point, though. Envoy's able to find a double. You had that close spawn, you still do. Envoy now on 5 in a row. Able to find the cruise. A big life out of him to Surge. They were starting to move on forward.
I'll tell you what, you get some big respawns out of Envoy, some big Search out of Insight, and you're probably winning series, if not winning a tournament. I know it's early in this map, but Envoy already out to double digits. You just got your second kill if you are 0-4, but now you find another opening. 2 are going to be dead. You got to get it going. 25 seconds to go, only 6 lives. Envoy's POV, though, he's trying to get right back into it. He's able to do just that. 1 player left. Stun gonna hit. He is frying. Only Hook and Brezzy left, no respawns remaining.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what would have happened, but Envoy makes that round a lot easier there for Toronto Ultra. I mean, it's really just that first push through red. He was the last player alive. I thought they were trading well. You would have had the close spawns. You would have been on the point, pressure on. Instead, it's Envoy who has 13, 11 non-traded.
I thought he had 15. I was going to say, like, there's 30 lives. He has 15.
But this is
putting
that.
in work. That's
this is
half
that
your
moment
life.
you see where number 5 is. Scrap off spawn. He's like jumping into red. The pressure's there. All 4 players would have been there. You still have the close red spawns, but this is the 5 spree. Finessing in the area, turns it into number 6 in a cruise.
And I love, I mean, that's why Envoy's always been so great as a player. Like, just those, he's really good at those moments just to stop. Just tuck away in a corner, off earnest streak. Some vintage Envoy there as he gets going early to do it on offense, but 0-4 wants to get going. He only had 2 kills in that entire offense. He's got 2 already through this.
Yeah, you kind of start with Envoy. Seattle just kind of fly through that. So with Brezzy's position through Junkyard, looks like Ultra are going to try to retake top 3 control and 2 control and then start from there.
You just really need this defense if you are Surge, but they're starting to opening up the can is Ultra. They're on it. You got a little bit two-stack, putting it on forward, trying to get that A point done, and Kleenex just trying to keep the players off of it, keep them at bay, and a nice gunfight win. Not the easiest of them, able to take down Hook and stay up. You still have Envoy here, though, so you're going to finish the point, get the minute to go. 2 minutes to go, even basically in lives. You've got junk side control if you are Surge, so you're in a good spot right now.
Yeah, I mean, Brezzy, he wanted to pinch, but with Inside watching it for top 3, goes back to top red, and then it's just kind of the call. If Hook got a kill, maybe they go from red side, but he goes down first. So they just back it on up. They don't want Ultra to transition into a very quick B hit. So here's the first hit. On the backside was Hook, and Envoy in a one-on-one. He's able to win that. The rest of Ultra now trying to do what they can.
Yeah, part of why you're fighting for red. You don't want to hit back alley all that often if you don't have to over that dumpster hop. And now you've got everybody grouped up, junk, one player really to deal with. Now you're in the good spot you want to be in if you're Ultra. You win a couple of fights, you're able to keep on flooding and funneling towards the point. But you still have a good defensive setup in if you are Surge. Hook is warm right now with the boys, trying to comp through and get them set up to lock this down. Right over to Kleenex we go. Just going to get one calm through to Envoy, though, and he's able to take that fight. Now you have a 2-on-1 on the point.
Yeah,
Make it a 1-on-1.
This is where you need one of those multi-kills, but you don't get it. Brezzy had Envoy very weak. Brezzy was the last man standing off spawn. You at least get through. Abuza and 04 able to hop the wall, so you have a nice presence here. You're contesting the point. Great reaction, but now they have to win the fights, and Envoy almost does it again.
Holy hell, guys looking like a dancer on the map. Just spinning, bobbing, weaving. 17 and 8 on Envoy, and he's still cooking. There have been some incredible stretches from him. He's leading all Slayers right now at 18. Scrap now to follow it up. 38 seconds remaining. Live still basically dead even. And you're trying to make a play in behind if you're Abuza. They chest bump. It's awkward. Abuza making a huge play here with not much time left.
And this has been the issue. It's like Scrap has a multi, Envoy has a multi, but yeah, I mean, you really haven't got much else near that point. It was a great defense. 04 was able to play his life and dance. And then Abuza off spawn, he has 17. This has been a 2-minute hold. They got 12 seconds to go, but looking good if you are Seattle Surge.
Brezzy taking it. No respawns remaining. Great stuff there. Who gets picked out? And now I was going to say maybe you get a cross and something happens, but not really a chance to do it. Ample opportunity early on. Just couldn't quite close it out. Yeah, maybe a big multi-kill. A really fun little stretch to watch there from Envoy.
I mean, you get everybody off the point. It's just the problem was for Ultra there. 2 players got over that dumpster already. So I believe what is Abuza and 04. They do such a good job.
You ever watch figure skating? You know what like a triple cow sow is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Envoy was doing. He was twirling.
Yeah, he was. It's just his team died.
Yes, but he was twirling.
He was.
Thankfully, your team doesn't die in figure skating.
Yeah, that's an individual sport as well, so.
Yeah. Well, not always.
I don't know.
I think there's duos, maybe. My parents used to watch a lot of that. But back to the action now, tied up 1-1. The hot hand on one side, Envoy. The other, Abuza. Who else is going to step it up for these squads? As we're in the 1-1 tie, we'll see if you can get maybe something better on offense if you are Surge. 04, nice little slide and chow there. Little pre-fire.
Hook is just, he might be not an 18, but what we talked about, he does not care at all. You do have a cruise missile. He is just letting everybody know. Envoy, he's going to use it now. Not going to find anyone. You reposition, you do get scrapped through. But that's just a great rep. Abuza is shooting.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, that was a perfect view of it because you see you get scrapped to a great spot, even if the streak doesn't hit. Now it's Envoy's turn to try and do it.
Look, there's nobody on Ultra towards B.
Here we go. Off to the races we go. They've only lost this once, but a big moment now for Surge. You got only one player on it, though, so you can take your time. Scrap thinks about the doorway, decides better of it, wants to look for Brezzy as he's dealing with back alley, and that's a great heads-up play. Now he goes knock-knock.
Yeah, the problem is, though, it's a close red spawn, so 3 players are here. Maybe he doesn't know that. Hook has been alive, waiting. Now it's over towards 04, and both our teams have been so good in that moment here on defense.
just like the, not really the full-on retake, but it's dealing with that 2-on-2, that 3-on-3 on the point. Kind of stopping the flood, like that crazy flood from Red, just slowing that down and resetting a bit, which can be so hard to do. It really can. Both teams so good at it, but one team's going to be better at it. Still 2 versus 2, kind of around the point. Sliding back and challenging will be Abuza. Both players getting across, but Kleenex wants something to say about it. Some shots into the back, jumps through one body, but 04 is still going to be last man standing. So again, applies pressure now to Ultra. You stop the clock. There's still 90 seconds.
Yeah, 90 seconds, 3 life advantage. Envoy, he's trying to go on the pinch. There's only one player on it. He should be the player, though, to make it forward. But 04, fair. He shoots, he doesn't find the kill. What can he do? He finds a double, another one, and plays his life.
Bro.
Huto's able to find a kill. Who pushes through the back alley? He said, hey, these guys are going through mid. He's right. Brezzy, Abuza, they find those 2, and now it's 2 rounds in a row for Seattle Surge.
There we go. You wonder if that map won you. You're undefeated if you are Surge on the Vista. Toronto, take it to you. This the bread and butter for Ultra. Hell, let's flip everything on its head. Now 2-1 advantage to Surge. This is the one that I don't want to say felt unwinnable. Listen, Karachi could be crazy, but it felt like the biggest kind of lockup on the map, probably, when you talk about a better team in Ultra and one of their best. Like, you're thinking this is absolutely where you are favored. You win this, that's got to be a confidence booster. Who knows? We might be going the distance.
Yeah, you aren't wrong, but a big part of that is due to this, man. I mean, 04 really steps it up there in that round. Number 3 to get 4 positive. Has some multi-kills, but Abuza has just been so consistent leading the lobby.
No, I think a good shout out there, because we talked about Hook and how would he come after that map too, and the struggles here, but he has still been screaming. It can be difficult to do when you're not playing well individually to keep that type of energy, keep that type of positivity, but he's been able to do that so far, and can he keep on doing it? Brezzy into the closet. Teammate drops. Insight maybe dealing with both. Around and around we go. Finally, Brezzy able to catch him, trying to get the reload in for the next fight. It's just going to be Renetti on Renetti action. Brezzy somehow still up. 11 HP remaining.
Yeah, I mean, he's just hanging on to the Renetti.
Do I have a primary? Maybe.
Maybe. Doesn't really matter. Been seeing more of this because the MCWs. Still pressure here. Now maybe Ultra off of this are like, all right, we got to go towards A.
It's crazy. He's only gotten 2 kills during this, but it feels like he's gotten 100.
He shot 100 bullets.
Yeah, no. It's like you usually, you see people run out of ammo with your primary a lot, but I was like, he's going to run out with the Renetti. I've noticed that before. We saw him reload about 6 times across that stretch across the street.
And Surge are saying, let's do this again. We're going to try to play for 2 minutes over towards B. The only difference, they don't have red control right now. You see number 5 and number 8. They're just kind of locking that down. So as soon as this comes into play, you have immediate pressure on towards B.
That is a big difference. You had a player all the way out junk, right, the first time. This time not going to be the case, and you lose somebody right away. Here come Ultra Envoy. Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. He has been dancing when he's got near Diner, and he's looking to dance again. Finally, though, he's going to be shut down. Can't crack them open too much. Kleenex can't do it either. Screaming on the Surge side again as they're getting hyped. You just got a long time to hold and still have that close spawn.
Yeah, you're just a 3-4 dead scenario away from losing this round and going to a round 5. They're trying to do what they can, but here we go. 2 dead in the feed now. You see what the players are trying to do, trying to stay alive, make it 3, make it 4, and just like that, the stack will be in.
Yeah, no, Joe, you said 1-4 down away, and you're probably done, and that is going to be the case. 4 dead, round over, round 5, here we come. And that right there, I mean, I think we've been setting that up, talking about the close red spawn, and maybe if you're a new viewer, not understanding how quick it can get away from the defense, that was a very good example of it.
Yeah, I mean, last time Ultra just couldn't really get past the bus and out of ticket outside of Envoy. It's like every time they did, they just got smoked.
We'd watch Envoy like scrambling around like crazy, and then everybody else is dead.
But with early B pressure, they kept 2 people alive inside of red, kept Surge out of it. So as soon as they got done with that first point, they had all the control in the world.
Yeah, you just needed 1 clean 3 or 4 down if you were Surge. That allows you to maybe push out red, get a little bit of a reset, but they never allowed them to get comfortable. It was a scramble from the get-go. Round 5 now. This is a loser's bracket match. Surge, your tournament hinges on this. The nades hitting out for the side of Toronto Ultra, and they're still hunting. Kleenex looking for more.
Yeah, it's aggressive top 3. Envoy's able to win another one, hits the opening nade. Maybe not the start that you wanted. You do have one player starting to lean over towards B. Envoy with some great shots. He's got 30 on the map. Insight needs to go big here. He needs to win this one instead of Nuke, and now it's a foot race. It's going to be a foot race over towards B, but at least Envoy has an MCW here to find one. Can he get another cruise? He sure can.
Dude, he is filth on this map right now. 32 and 19, another cruise earned, making sure only one gets across. You thought the pressure was to Insight? It was, but picking up the slack is Envoy.
Yeah, you got another cruise. Can use it right now if you want to. He sure will. Envoy's already pushed through junk, so what can he find? At least get them off the point. You're going to find 104 stayed.
They want to get right back to it. You only got 40 seconds remaining, but you lose your player inside a broken. Kleenex gets a tag or two to the face, but snaps out of that as he's got 6 HP. The word has been desperation all weekend long because of the circumstances for champs, so that's the word right now within this map. 33 on the clock. Surge's tournament hopes in the balance. Minute extension in, lives about square. Here we go.
And again, you had someone stay red in 04, so maybe not the same setup like we saw last round. Huto is top AC. You're in a good position if you're Surge, but Envoy, he has been a thorn in your side, and he is the first man, and he's going to find the first kill.
Doing what he wants, having his way with Surge. 35 and 20. Alleviating the pressure off of his teammates. They take Envoy out of it. They get another in Kleenex. Couple coming off a spawn now for Ultra. Spawning in close back alley and trying to get across. An opening now to get on through. Brezzy able to get through. You get two other players there. Some massive gunfights now incoming. 04 able to win one. Brezzy's just standing here.
This is for 6. This is for a cruise as well. Massive next engagement. He wins it with the rival.
Just snaps and puts him in the dirt. Cruise earned. Only one you got on the map, and we'll see when it maybe comes through. Brezzy still going. 7 straight. 8, 9 in front. Dodging nades. Staying up. They're on the point. Give him another. Teammate will get it, but the second tick is done. 1 click to go. You're racing if you're Ultra. Surge, though. They're staying alive.
No, boys, that's 1.
And what has this matchup been? I mean, listen, we're not talking stats all the time. Average viewer, they're watching Call of Duty, having some fun. But the ones we'll bring up are sort of your map characteristics. One team's really good at this. One team's really good at this. You had a couple setups that were godlike for either team. Neither statistic mattered at all.
No, I mean, just great plays out of Surge, especially on the attack. First of all, that first strong defense in round 2 where they held for 2 minutes, I think was massive, just to sort of get in your game flow for them. And then, it was Brezzy there towards the end. Everybody had moments, but it was Abuza who finishes 27 and 30, surprisingly, but he kept them very much early in the game.
I didn't even notice that, yeah, because he was frying early on, right? But everybody else starts to pick it up a bit. You lose one where Envoy has a map. 7,300 damage, puts up 36, but this is one of those where, like, kills just don't really tell the story sometimes, like this particular map, because it can just be one way. Like, you can be getting outslayed. You could have 6 lives remaining and the other team has 24. But if you get a 4 down, maybe being stacked, it's over. It's just one of those maps. We've had them in control over the years. Just we've had like one of those, I think, per year, and it gets insane. Like Hotel last year or something.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. Yeah, just kind of on both sides. You saw it in round number 4 out of Toronto Ultra. You get it again in round 5. Gets a little bit scary because Envoy's able to earn that cruise, but they calm it down. They're able to earn towards A, and then Brezzy, man, you saw he was putting trophies down on the cross. He played his life beautifully in a lot of different scenarios, using the rival, using the MCW. He's able to earn the cruise. Doesn't even matter, though, but just plays like that. Just slow it down. Know your teammates are coming off a spawn, and then team shots on point in round 5 for Surge to win.
Yeah, because I think, a big part of it is Abuza was having that heater game, but, like, the final, 10 to 12 kills, I don't think he gets one. It's everybody else. I'm sure he's getting damage in, don't get me wrong. But the other 3 in that wave, like his 7 spree, And then it was only like 04 and Hook that were on the feed as well. Like, they were doing it all. I'm sure, yes, you are damaging people 100%. You are calming if you are Abuza, but the other guys needed to go big. They were the ones in and around Diner. They're able to do that, and you survive another map. Now we stay on Karachi. Now, the problem is, we said 3 and 4 were the real strong ones for Ultra. So you've overcome one of your mountains, Joe, but in front of you is Fiji.
Yeah, you got to be like, what's that documentary? Like 7 Peaks or whatever? That guy just climbs all the tallest peaks, like,
Did you just make that up? That's a real thing?
No, it's a real thing.
Oh, that sounds
You should watch that.
That sounds awesome.
No, yeah, this guy climbs in like 6 months or something.
How many mountains do you think I got in me?
Not many. I don't know if you have one.
You don't think I can climb one mountain? I absolutely can climb one mountain.
Not like one of those peaks. I don't think so.
No, probably
but
not.
yes, you have another one. Yeah, it was like one loss on Karachi Control. I think it's like 3 or 4, like 15 and 3.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact number, but this has been Ultra's go-to. This is their map pick.
And it's one of those situations where, again, like, I think the pressure that was on maybe Surge at the start of the weekend has alleviated a little bit in the sense you got the chance, right? Like, you did that job. You know, you're into another top 6 back-to-back events. Like, you're trending at the right time. Now it's less about, I don't know, pressure and more just like, let's push the envelope. Let's make a further run. Let's show what we're capable of. Yeah.
And I think they had to believe it a bit, but in this matchup in particular, online, it was a reverse sweep that they did it. Same setup here, down 0-2, you won the next 3.
Maybe they'll do it again. Here we go. Can Surge pull off the reverse sweep again?
So yeah, 16 and 3. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Quite good. That's why, we were talking so much about the importance of 1 and 2 for Surge. Apparently does not matter. You lose those, you take map 3. Now you try to do it again on Karachi. Karachi's been so good for Ultra, but is there a slip up now? And is that one map win just like that one moment? And the fact that like the other 3 guys around Abuza had big moments, just get that momentum, get that energy level there. We are ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, you heard Rambo come over here. That's one, boys. Like, let's go.
Oh, yeah, he was fired
That's
up.
one. It's what we needed. We're in this series. We can play with these guys.
And the fact you've already reverse swept them, like, you know you can do it. There's a belief system there, 100%. Hoop believes he can shoot everything but the player in front of him. And not the easiest thing, you just saw his leg, but like, I thought he had the kill. Envoy, what a map he had. Now, can you get another insane one out of him? I know it didn't lead to a map win, but it was beautiful. What are you seeing right now, though? Look at the map.
Well, 04, though, is going to have great timing because Kleenex is through junk side. The problem is, though, the spawns do flip. So 04 gets through on junk. He's on the hill. But due to Kleenex's position, he's going to flip the spawn. So you get what you want if you're Ultra. You have a chance to rally together the first 2 hills, and Insight will be here, but there's going to be a lot of pressure from Surge.
Yeah, they spawn close side junk and just synced it on over. You have a 3-on-2. Now it's into a 1-on-2. You got one player inside the point just trying to stay up and finesse so the boys are able to get there. He's able to get a kill as well. Oh, gets 2. Are you kidding me? What a play from 04. Finally shut down, but he may have bought him some time.
Yeah, I mean, he gets 4 in a row on that life on rotation. Just makes it so, like what we talked about in map 1, not being down 80 to 100 early after the first 4 or 5 hills. It's a play like that would keep them in the game.
We've talked so much about his kind of S&D pedigree. Maybe not having the moments as often in respawn, but he'll have them. After they do that, though, Kleenex says, okay, my turn. Breaks back on through with, 25 or so seconds left. You got to give this up if you are Seattle Surge. Now think about the rotation, but the fact is, you did your job so far.
Yeah, I think you're just happy you split that hill.
Yes.
If
Based
you
on
are
the fact
Seattle
you got
Surge.
flipped out, yeah?
Yeah, but Kleenex, he goes on a route. He's able to find a timing behind the teammates. Prezi, though, on rotation, does find one. All a Surge are here. Kleenex down low with Scrap in the middle of the map will be the first set of pushes from Toronto Ultra, but you're still very far away from this because a couple of players spawned at old.
Yeah, you're real far away because you also got those first opening kills if you are Seattle Surge. Scrap, I thought I got 2 for a second, but one's going to end up being a team kill, and then Prezi will answer on the other side of it. Still has Scrap to deal with, but 04, he's working the other end of it. Eyes there through mid. Brezzy is shooting 4 straight, not 5 though. A scrap comes through over the top rope, but you're able to at least trade that out. 0-4 now in trouble. Nice job repositioning. Trust your teammates. He does exactly that, and Abuza lines him up.
I mean, again, Hoot is just going, bro. I'm looking middle of the map, dude. Like, this guy is calling out everything for the squad. He started to get the hill time. Doesn't have a ton of kills. Does not matter, because everybody else is playing top notch.
No, we can't even use kills, because that'd be plural. Now we can. He's able to get his second, but no, he is screaming. Absolutely screaming for this squad, and you're up 30 points. He is the catalyst, the Energizer Bunny for the team, and now he's starting to find the kills as well. Gets up to 3 and 6, 3 through on the feed for Surge. Abuza on 5 in a row. We hop over to Abuza to see if he can get number 6, but he'll be top 3, looking over his teammate. Launching nades for coverage as well. That's going to hit. Just a dime there to inside as he gets involved.
Yeah, I mean, great nades, but he needs a kill. He needs this kill, and Envoy's going to pinch him. Envoy goes through on the flank, able to find the opening. You would love to have that for the P5 or later on in the game, but it's okay. You have a solid lead. After a little bit of a rough start, they bounce back at the P3. They're controlling the right side of the map. Should have a nice rotation to our final hill.
Listen, as you said, you've avoided that map 1. Just we're down the whole game, right? Where you're just looking at the scoreboard the whole game. You're down 40 or so points. You've got a lead now. Keep playing with that. It's not some big advantage where you could afford a few mistakes or anything like that, but the lead is a lead. Next hard point going, and you're inside. Abuza locked and loaded, and you're still a mile away again if you're Ultra.
Exactly that. I mean, Hooch has put so much pressure through the middle of the map. Abuza won a huge one on the rotation on a Kleenex, but Hook with the arrival, with the Renetta, able to find 2, and he's getting these kills top 3, not even close to the hill.
Can they hold the next wave? Brezzy's eyes on the cross. They pick the player out of the hard points, so somebody's got to go ahead and track back. So nobody in for now. It'll be Hoop that'll pick that up. The little engine that could, trying to keep it going. You still got all 4 players here. 0-4 looking to back down and stay up. 50-point advantage now as he's lying, lurking, ready for the fight, but Kleenex a little bit more ready. You got 15 left to go here, and you lose this time, but you're able to win the rotation. Not going to be the end of the world. Kleenex just still being kind of a thorn in your side. He's so annoying.
This may have been the cleanest P5 we've seen all tournament, honestly.
Yeah,
Normally, this is just a mess. Both teams going back and forth, but Ultra didn't even touch it.
I think it's because usually when you think about the P4, it's so scrappy, like people rotate early, you don't get a lot of time. The fact that they had them spawning out so deep when it popped, I mean, they were in Narnia.
Yeah, but normally, like, you make a 4-man push through red. It's at least like a 2 for 2. That just never happened. And look what this has turned into, a 70-point lead for Seattle Surge. Multi-kills all over the board. The team is locked after that map 3 win, and look at that angle. That is disgusting out of 0-4.
5 straight for him. Momentum flipped. Script flipped. Guy was right next to him, but now he's able to track back and not able to take the fight, as that will come to an end. A tough little situation there as you don't get the streak, but who cares? You are getting the time, you're getting the points, you've got Ultra on the back foot. And this series, statistically, when you talk about maps and modes, makes absolutely no sense. Light it on fire, straight into the trash can, because none of it matters. This is Call of Duty.
110-point lead. Ultra going to need a big hold here at P2 if they want back in this game. Kleenex going to be the first man. He finds 4 in a row. Immediately traded. See where the spawns come in. So you spawn them out if you are Surge. You know this. 0-4's trying to maybe find Kleenex off spawn, but he's going to turn now. Shots are in. Now it's down to the 2 players on the hill.
Yeah, they just leave it and collapse onto the point. Now, can you win those fights? You're able to pick up one of the transition players as well coming in off spawn.
Beautifully done.
You get the rest. The vibes are flowing. Surge is flowing. It's a tidal wave right now as the lead grows up to 100. Kleenex, they're toying with them. Brezzy alive and Boss on 4 straight. Looking for number 5. Well, he's right on the other side of it. Teammate's able to pick it up, though.
And this just, I mean, that's a dagger right there, you feel like, right? 5 in a row, but just those 10 to 20 seconds are going to put Surge at 220. I mean, just unreal Call of Duty here from Seattle Surge. If they're not holding for full 60s, they're finding an early break and finding 30 or 40.
Yeah, I'm not sure what state we're in, but what the squatters' rights rules are. But we talked about Inside's condo. It's not his at all. Surge have posted up inside. Ownership has been transferred, and they are just taking over. But here you go. Maybe a sequence now from Ultras. You get 4 dead, and the first, like, positive moment for them since
the start.
Yeah.
They had 50 points through P1 and P2.
And then not a lot over the course of a lot more hard points.
I mean, the problem is as well, like up next is P4, right? We know how scrappy it is, but it doesn't really matter. It's 4 dead again, just running right at them. And now you have Hook in your spawn. He's able to find one, slides out. The man is confident as ever. 0-4 looking over him. Envoy trying to do what he can. Brezi's like, we'll give you a second.
13 more needed, and we push this to a map 5 invasion. It's so close.
Wow.
Surge can taste it. Hook, I know he's 15 and 18, but he's had the time of the point. He's had the routes. He's taken fights a mile from the hard point, alleviate pressure off the team.
He's got me ready to run through a wall right now. This man is just going. That's how the team is feeling. 6 more seconds, and just like that, we're headed to a game 5.
And the point, though, at least for now, is Ultra still trying to stay alive in this. It'd be the most insane comeback on the year if they're somehow able to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, say it's possible, but guess what? It's not. That is the map. Surge take the win. Karachi, the new home of Seattle Surge. It is owned by Ultra No More. Rambo Ray is so fired up. Now it's time for invasion. Listen, I think in the green room, I looked at you, Joe, and we saw the maps. I'm like, yo, they get this to a map 5, they got a shot. Just not this way. No one in hell thought this way. No one on God's green earth thought this is how we got to the map 5. Outside of like a player's parents or something, I don't know. Not this way.
Well, I think, I mean, I guess if you look at this weekend, in Ultra's loss versus LAG, they lost to Karachi Hardpoint, but we just haven't seen it that often.
True.
You saw the stats, but I mean, the scariest part for Surge was like the first 2 hills, but they do a good enough job to find some time at P2. They got a P3 rotation. It was just perfect time, perfect holds. The best P5 we've seen all weekend, at least that I've seen.
Yeah.
And that just leads to this 110-point lead. And these leads are, good luck with that.
When we've casted Surge, it's been, listen, they've been so good at breaking at times, staying in games when they're getting outslayed. This is like one of the few where they're just putting it all together. They've got the slaying advantage. They're holding really well as well. And look at that. That is a flat line. Like if you
get 16 points across 5 hills.
Like if a doctor walks in and sees that on the monitor, that person's dead.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. At least that's what I see in the movies and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
not a doctor, I don't think. Oh, God, we're having a little bit too much fun. They win that one 250 to 125, and you just felt the energy in the room, the shift in the momentum there. And like, again, I'll keep saying it, props to Hook. After you die first time, you're the first death in every round of Search. You start out slow in basically every map, but you are still the hype man. It's not easy.
No, it's not easy to do, but he's doing it right now.
Demonic.
He's got his team fired up. The other 3 just slay. And just like that, we're doing it with game 5.
I can't wait. Invasion, Game 5, final match of the day, followed by Championship Sunday. We hope you're having a great job at home. Tweet out the stream. Hang out with Joe and I.
We still got another one next.
This wonderful time. Oh, we do have one more.
Yeah.
What am I saying? It's a 5-match day. Let's go.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Champs Tracer Pack is available now. The bundle includes the Reaper Operator skin, Ripper Weapon Blueprint, Death Stare Weapon Blueprint, Cuts Deep Charm, 2 calling cards, 2 emblems, and 2 weapon stickers. Use these items in both Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone. Available in-store now using Call of Duty points.
A good old-fashioned Game 5. I didn't think we were getting here this way. I didn't know if we were getting here at all. But online, it was a reverse sweep for Surge. Surge trying to do it again. If you are Ultra, God, you got to reel it back in because you started getting fried in that map 4. But we're going to take a look now at the map 5 metrics. Joe, give me your thoughts.
Well, just overall season, I mean, honestly, pretty solid on both sides. 4-2 for Ultra, 6-4 for Seattle Surge. But when you just look at Invasion, Search, and Destroy, it's just one you don't play a lot of if you're Ultra. You really haven't on the year. You haven't throughout this stage, just 5-4. We're on the other side. It was really when like Brezzy and 04 came onto this squad. It was kind of like your go-to. Haven't played it a lot recently, but 9-4 on the year. Throughout the stage, 2-1. So I don't know if the stats matter. I'm going to keep talking about it.
I don't even know why
they really haven't mattered.
Yeah, didn't we say we were throwing that in the trash can or something? Light
on fire.
Yeah, okay, so we're good. Scrap, map 5s this season. The guy will talk, but he will back it up. He has been clutch for them with a 1.23. We'll see if he can do it here. But again, one you do not play a ton of. Look at how the stats are broken down. I don't know that I'd really to light a graphic on fire.
No, I don't think you do.
Yeah, but we'll see it one more time, even though they don't matter at all, right? Into that 5 we now go. Offense up for Ultra. Let's see what the plan of attack is early, but we'll be keeping an eye on the mid-game and mid-round adjustments for these squads as we get deeper into it. But Invasion Search, it could be a fun one.
No, in map 2, if you're just joining us, maybe you didn't watch the entire map, you're eating dinner or something. I mean, Ultra just took it to them. They were so quick to react on the map on 6-star, but an opening first blood for Brezzy.
Usually that's how it works when it's like one of your good maps or one you play a lot. When it's one you haven't, typically that may not be the case, so we'll see if they can execute as cleanly here as they did on 6-star. Obviously a very different map, but bomb gonna start getting planted. You still have that first blood in the 4v3 advantage for Surge, but very winnable situation for Ultra. The thing is, you don't have like trophies. If you got some utility still on the side of Surge, a little bit easier maybe to open this one up.
Yeah, and the problem is Envoy's back there with a rival. It's just like not the weapon you want behind the tractor. They're hoping to hit some nades. Smoke gets through though. Insight has to reposition. Instead, Brezzy's able to find him. Scrap with 1. Can he get any more? He sure can. Maybe able to save Envoy because now pressure to him.
Throws the smoke, smokes some staff out. Down to a 1 versus 1. It's on to Scrap. Scrap able to win it. And Scrap is frying everybody. It's an ace in round 1. An ace in round 1, and you pull off the 3v4. You saw his map 5 stats. He talks. He backs it up with his gameplay. Then he talks some more.
Yeah, and he's yelling at Ray in the dugout because Ray obviously fired up, but Scrap's talking to everybody. We didn't see the 3rd, but right there on the 4, a great smoke for Envoy to just play his life. And no, he's literally yelling across to Ray, who's all the way over here. Pretty far away.
Yeah, he's going to be yelling at everybody. It doesn't really matter. If there were children here, like, if there was a coach that had a kid be yelling at the kid, I don't think it matters, honestly. Like, he's just going to yell at you. It could be a sweet 7-year-old girl. He's going to tell him she should have gone. He doesn't care, man. He's insane. I respect it. You can say whatever you want after an ace. Well, maybe not whatever you want.
Maybe not that.
Maybe not whatever you want. Insight tagged up to 39 HP, but staying up for now. The offense for Seattle Surge, working kind of that execute onto A. Scrap, though, number 5. I mean, he's going to be a guy that's going to have maybe a quick line of sight onto this. Him in Kleenex. But now another gig is up.
Just right away behind the smoke, going for that plant. Seattle used this smoke all the time, and it's planted on a side where, yeah, it's going to be easy to defend from Cafe. Brezzy's able to find another first blood. He's got 2 on the map. Wallbang is in from Kleenex with that MCW, but post-plant, with where it's at, you're hoping to find it. You heard Hook, and they react to the comms. I think they thought he was on the defuse.
Well, Brezzy apparently has got to do it all. He's got both first bloods. Now he's got to do all the work, and he can't. The retake is in for Ultra. Oh, God. Brezzy's got 3 of their 4. He's gotten you first blood clean in both rounds, and you can't win them. Some early daggers.
And I think
that's how you slow down. That's how you change momentum pretty quick.
So when Hook gets killed there, he gets the kill cam, right? And I think he sees a player cross the bomb. And I'm going to guess, because the other 2, the other 2 kind of panic.
Yep.
And that panic kind of costed them a bit, right? Just sort of, we had to go, he's on it, he's on it, he's on it. And no, nobody was on it.
No, they were both in closet and just, they got fried. So far, so good for Ultra. Scrap still on that 4-0 start. I mean, you hope if you can keep doing this, if you're Surge, you keep getting first bloods, you got to imagine they're going to start to turn into some round wins, but you got to start that soon. You don't want this to get out of control and you're just a step behind the entire time like you were in the game too. You have a two-man setup over at B.
Yeah, and they use this smoke like they tape broken, right? So what that does is that'll slow down the attack for Ultra. They're going to have to clear broken side if they opt to go for B, but on the A site, Hook was just playing behind the bomb.
Scrap is out. He's in a different district now as he gets ripped, just trying to get away with his life. Is he still on the 4 straight? Envoy still looking for his first. Scrap looking for a gunfight.
So now you do have 0-4 in broken. This could come down to him. He's just going to get isolated, though. He's got to find one. He doesn't. Said it's a first blood for Insight.
He had 2 set up at B early on. Rotation came through, and one of your players gets caught. Nobody home. Now you got to perform the 3-on-4 retake if you are Seattle Surge. Insight's POV for now, but it's a Booza with a kill. Do first bloods matter in this one? Maybe they don't. The statistics haven't mattered, so why would first bloods, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, that's the bomb planner. Now you're waiting on Hook maybe to pinch. They're going to play the 3 versus 3 retake, or is he just going to find another one? Insight, though, through the middle of the map. A heads-up play from Insight, and then Kleenex finds another one. This is what we saw in map 2. Finding the openings did Toronto Ultra.
Insight through on the flank. They picked them apart and they survive it. I thought it was going to be another first blood. Maybe thrown away on invasion, but you ice up. You get Scrap out the 5-0. Already 1,200 damage in this one. I mean, he's got nearly as much damage as the entire Seattle Surge side, but, you know, an ace in round 1 through 3 kind of helps you.
Yeah, and that's just, to me, obviously a couple of big moments there, but 0-4 inside of broken. He's been such a good Surge player since joining the CDL. I mean, you're just, you know, again, just the rotations out of Toronto Ultra, they catch him over towards B.
I mean, what adjustments do you need to see out of Surge? It's like you've done all this hard work. You've had all this amazing play to get here. You can't just lay over and die. What do you need to see?
Well, I mean, you're getting first bloods. I think it just comes down to simple executions, right? Invasion is a map you can slow things down. Maybe you see that here from Surge, but honestly, sometimes COD just comes down to gunfights, and you see the streaks in the top right. That is 12 in a row.
5 for Scrap, 3 for Insight, 4 for Kleenex. Yeah, not usually what you want to see if you're on the other side of it. Envoy here and lurking. Now another first blood for Ultra as they tied up 2-2 in that department. Booza brings it right back like he was able to do in the last round. Envoy still trying to stay up. The fact he gets a kill there, gets the smoke, and almost got out. Would have been ludicrous, but they are able to trade it. Now we go into a 2 versus 2. Bomb's starting to move up. Kleenex wants no part of it. He's up to 5 straight. Booza now his chance to clutch in a 1 versus 2. You're pretty split right now if you're Ultra. He might be able to get a 1-on-1 if he takes it quick. If not, Insight's going to work his way back into it.
Still has a stun. He still has a stun to use as well. 20 seconds. Buys enough time. Insight flew. I was looking at that gunfight. I didn't realize how quick Insight was there.
And I said nice damage. He really ripped me at 12 HP. And Insight, yeah, I mean, they were pretty split for a moment, but you just kept working a little bit closer if you're Insight. And honestly, even if he sent it instantly, maybe if he's instant on it, finishes the kill and gets behind the bomb, he's got position to work with there, but fact is the 4-0 lead for Ultra. No life from the Seattle Surge side after all the hard work to get here.
That just reminds me a lot of map too. Just Toronto Ultra's search is just on point.
No, it absolutely is. They have dominated both of the maps. Surge, though, can you do something here? Maybe it starts with this defense. You don't want, I mean, a chance for streaks for Kleenex and Insight. I mean, you add a streak or 2 to this, and they might be calling game with already having a 4-0 advantage. They've been in some big holes in hardpoint. Well, the first hardpoint couldn't dig out of it. Can they dig out of a search hole? They're going to need a giant shovel.
A very big shovel.
Very, very, very big, like a hook-sized shovel.
And yeah, it's just a rotation. All right, a lot of info B-Dom over towards this mid-tank, so let's try to isolate Brezzy. Nobody watching his cross quite yet. Now Hook is here. Still have the smoke on Envoy. Who's going to peek this? Oh, Hook peeks it. Oh, 4 able to find one.
And 04 is a guy they really need to get unlocked. He has been their playmaker in Surge. He's out of it, though. You get the first blood if you're Seattle Surge. You bring it back if you're Toronto Ultra. Kleenex not able to clean up that one. Brezzy getting away for now. Scrap has to hit the reload and then gets ripped down to 48 HP. Kleenex there for the crossfire on the help, and Abuza gets the kill, and that is bomb. As you said, it's 5 straight for Kleenex, though. He's still working on the streak.
They're trying to hunt him. They're trying to hunt him, and they just can't find him. They're able to find one, but Brezzy not going to move. Yeah, you needed that one if you are Surge. It gets messy in the 2 versus 3, but you catch him on the bomb.
And what, you still have the 5 streak, I guess, at least if you are Kleenex. But, I mean, you just need a round win in any way you could get a round win. If you're Surge, you do it there. And it is a wild one. Hook, who, you know, had all those first deaths in the map, too. We've been talking about his energy and his comms, but, like, at some point, you just got to make some plays, too. He's 0-5. It's been a tough series from that type of standpoint for him. Can he come alive, though, now? And 04, who's been, like, their S&D god. They need him as well.
Yeah, I mean, Invasion could just be tough, right? A lot of time he's not going your way with how quickly teams can rotate the bombs. There's not a lot of area for someone like 04 or Hoot to work.
You're left in like a 1v3.
A lot of it comes down to just sort of teamwork and trades in the middle of the map. And that's exactly where Seattle Surge are going, but Scrap is here.
Not sure if he sees him cross back. Looks like he does. Scrap just peeking for a second, getting a bit of info. The comps continue to flow for Ultra. They're trying to work up and execute now onto A. He got trophy close. Picks the trophy towards the bomb site. Insight, though, able to get a kill. Kleenex then flying on through. He's trying to get lost in the smoke. Able to get number 6 and stop the bomb from going through. Scrap follows up with another one. It's all going to be on to Brezzy now to make the play, and he can't do it. This is dominant from Ultra. Scrap just stood up, celebrated, took off his headset. You got another round, bud.
He's locked. Yeah. He said, my bad. He was ready to talk to Ray.
Oh, no, he absolutely was. I'm dying, bro. He was headset off roaring.
The boys are locked, though.
He is absolutely, he's just laughing now. A little too locked. I'm cracking up.
That guy was thinking of sentences in his mind about what he's about to say to this guy.
Oh, God. I mean, he's 8-1. Talk your shit.
Well, and I mean, he set the tone in round 1.
You don't say. There's a momentum coming into this, like a massive shift for Surge, and you just drop an ace on their head, a 3v4 ace. Yeah, that sets the tone. And takes whatever momentum you had and breaks both of its legs for Surge. And you don't have momentum without legs, Joe. One more round needed for Ultra and Scrap. Kleenex, though, on 7 straight. You are 15-2 if you are scrapping Kleenex. Now comes the missile from on high. Scrambling. And, oh, God, Kleenex able to get 2. This one is done. Hook on a goose is left alone. 1 versus 4. It has been a rough series for him. It has been a rough map 5. It is all Toronto Ultra.
Yo, Ray, I'm back. Your ass the fuck out of here.
Oh, okay. He said, let's go to dinner later for a fantastic meal together and talk about our game.
He did. They're shaking hands.
Yeah,
they're both smiling and laughing. But obviously for Seattle Surge, mission accomplished in the fact that you qualified for champs. You have some really good showings. Again, since stage 4 and 04 being on this squad, you're building it up. You're seeing moments, but not able to take down Ultra here. They're just going to have to find a little bit more consistency against these top teams.
I just think for the year you have had, like getting to this spot now, consistently top 6, like you are trending in the right direction for champs. You're playing the game the right way. You don't have some of the salaries and talent and maybe some of the other top teams. You're working with what you've got. You're putting up with some incredible performances. The fact that you get that to a map 5 is sensational. Just not enough left in the tank. And now for Ultra, like, their search, this is starting to, or at least in that series, that was reminding me of like Major 1.
Yep.
Like, the search is looking good. And this is like, it's even more setting it up. Oh, look at that! Absolute athlete. About tore his ACL.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Maybe
with
no
that.
more of those. Maybe his hands are insured, but
if I'm the Ultra GM, no more of that, please.
Oh, that was
You can talk about whatever you want, but please do not hurt yourself.
that was the least athletic flip I have ever seen.
You know,
But
we play Call of Duty.
We're gamers.
Yeah.
We're playing COD. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The only thing that would probably be worse is if you tried that.
Oh, no. I might die, Joe.
Yeah.
Might die. Or I would just go on my head like a top and start spinning.
That
You know?
would be sweet.
Real impressive. What a series, though. And yeah, now this is setting up, if you're Ultra, like setting up to try and make this run. Maybe you've had that matchup over FaZe. We've been talking about how good FaZe's search has got. Now Ultra's is finally looking really, really good. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the final. I think that's what people expect at this point. Despite the fact, you're not winners if you're Ultra, but like the search, you need it to be good if you're going to win that type of matchup, and it is getting there. Look at that, dude. You are 18-2 if you are scrapping Kleenex. Like, all right.
Yeah, I think, on one side, if you're Seattle Surge moving forward, you just got to know against FaZe, against Ultra, right? FaZe, you had the 5-3 lead, you lose the map too. 0-3 against the top teams here in Search and Destroy on this day. You're going to have to find wins there.
You are. I mean, it's a tough day of matchups. It really is.
Yeah, but if you want to win a world championship, you're going to have a lot of tough matchups.
It's hard to have that expectation for that team, but the fact we're even talking about them going toe-to-toe with teams like this it speaks to their progression over the course of the year. That is how it broke down. That is your best of 5. Listen, sad to see Surge out of it. It's been really exciting for Rambo Ryan to see this team improving.
Yeah, 100%.
You've had some big lows. Now you're starting to have some of those highs, and maybe you've got another moment in you. But Ultra just simply too good. Didn't expect them in losers. Chance to get back to a final.
No, I think a very good chance right now with how they're playing, especially in Search and Destroy.
Is there anything? Is it like a player that says it's a full team thing though? It is just.
No, it's a full team thing, and I love seeing Kleenex with a little bit more MCW. It reminds me of Pred last tournament at Major 3.
Yeah, no, he's looking absolutely filthy with it, and a big part of why they are finding success. But Envoy, he had an insane control. My guy was popping off. We've got him on stage with the very handsome Guy Blaze.
Thank you so much, Maven. And he definitely was popping off, and I'll see if I can get the answer to why that was. But everyone in the chat, show some more love to the Toronto Ultra as they stay fighting through this losers bracket. Now, Envoy up against the Seattle Surge. Last time you played them, they reverse swept y'all online. You know, the only map that was probably even in that cycle was the Vista Hardpoint. You won it right off the bat, but then you found yourself going into that situation again after the loss in a Hardpoint map number 4. What did you guys talk about after that map before you went into the S&D?
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 maps were really great from us. Obviously, they're a strong S&D team, so we won that, and we took their flames on Vista. So going into map 3, I mean, we thought we had it secured. Karachi's one of our better maps, and honestly, I made some pretty bad plays in that last round, or just like not blocking spawns correctly. So that's on me. And then map 4, I just feel like we didn't have as much energy as we did at the beginning half of the series, which is weird because it felt like we were slamming them the whole series, even during that map 3. So that's what I was just telling the boys. We just need more energy next time. And then going into game 5, we've been really well in Search, like playing off info, and it paid off in both of them that series.
Definitely did pay off, you know, and, you know, seeing the Surge, we usually see them a little bit more playing fast pace, but we didn't get that during that game 5 as much. Was that a surprise when you guys went up against them?
Not really, because I feel like we did play to counter like what they were going to do to be like really ratty on the map, like shutting them down on B Street. Obviously, we went B a lot, so that was just part of our game plan, and yeah, it worked out.
Definitely did working out. Now, when it comes down to you, I told Maven I'll see if I can get the answer to the question. You've been playing phenomenal, okay? And what is it? Is it what you're eating? Is it your barber? Can you give me his number? What's going on with you, man? Why you been playing so damn dope?
Hey, I don't know. I got the stinker out the way map 1 of the tournament. Unfortunately, we did drop down to losers during that match, but ever since, I feel like I've been getting better and better each day, each match, and hopefully that continues on tomorrow to Sunday.
Hopefully it does. Lastly, what you want to say to those Ultra fans as you guys get ready for Sunday?
Thank you guys for the support. I mean, we can't wait to see your guys' support tomorrow and at Champs when we actually see you in person.
All right, you heard it here from me and Envoy. That's going to do it from us. Chris, break it down.
I love Toronto Ultra. Such a well-rounded squad. You got Scrap talking the heat, and then you have the nicest boy on the planet go up there to talk to Blaze. We've got Scrap, though, with your scuff play of the game, and I got to start right there. He set the tone in round number 1 of this Game 5, saying, Surge, you are not on our level.
And this was so important, right? Because Seattle is such a momentum-based team. We saw it. They clutch in that round, in that map number 3. They continue that momentum in map number 4. Scrap, though, this opening play, they're allowed to get the bomb down very early. They're man down as well. 04 is in a prime position. Scrap's like, I'm not letting my teammates get ran off on at any point. I'm pushed up street already. He gets the flank and finds 3.
Yeah, and even in this moment, like being a leader as well, he was calming like crazy. I seen them both cross to the tank. You just got to get me one. And he ends up getting that ace, putting all the damage down, and then letting Seattle know, like, this Game 5 is ours. That momentum you had is gone.
I think he said, would you like a sandwich? There, as I read his lips. Very well done, Scrap. He gives him the ace and talks a little bit of trash. Now, the highlight for me, we'll see some gameplay, but Scrap stood up at the end of round 6. It was 5-1, and he thought it was already done. Took the headset off. His team was like, no, bro, sit down. But, of course, you're going to think you're winning the game when Kleenex is dropping his numbers, and you're sitting at 8-1.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about this map in the Game 5 is they hadn't played an invasion in so long, the entire stage, over a month for these guys, and you get it here Game 5, and they just took their time. Like, not a lot of super fast, aggressive early round plays by them. Just sort of letting the rounds develop, and Kleenex, having an MCW out in some rounds, takes his time and just playing with his teammates to find these kills. A lot of times you're seeing Kleenex get involved super early, trying to get those first bloods. You could see over and over, just letting it come to him, and I just thought it was a nice way to adjust here in a Game 5.
And I think the most impressive thing in the series for me in Toronto Ultra is going to be the search and destroys, because that was their only pain point heading into this major, is that they had a shallow S&D map pool and they hadn't been finding that much success. It had been a lot of round 11s, a lot of clutch performances. So to go up against Seattle Surge in this situation, not only to get pushed to a Game 5 to a possibility of a reverse sweep, but Seattle is not to sneeze at when it comes to search and destroy. So I have to tip my hat there in Toronto. They can continue it. They actually look again like one of the favorites to win the event.
We say goodbye to another squad. Seattle Surge, though, will make it to COD Champs with their performance on day number 1 when they beat Vegas. They were basically in. So we'll have to wait and see how they improve up until that. Now, in the meantime, we've got to update our standings here, Alley Cat, and we are just 5 points back of 500 for Toronto Ultra. They could still catch Atlanta FaZe, but Atlanta has been looking red hot. And Nameless, we've got a bit of a storyline brewing.
Yeah.
LAG could steal a 5th seed, which would bump Seattle down to number 6.
And they would play against Optic, the team in the top 4 that has been regressing. And Rambo Ray's been spicy lately. A matchup versus Optic could be a crazy storyline.
S&D versus my team? Come see me, says Rambo Ray, in front of all the Optic fans. That's just one of the many storylines we're keeping our eyes on in the big picture. Here, though, as we focus in on Major 4, Alley, still $150,000 up for grabs for first place, and we have these teams remaining. Gorillas, Atlanta FaZe, Toronto Ultra, and the winner of our last battle of the night.
Yeah, absolutely. There's, we're not at champs yet, and I just cannot wait to see this LADs versus New York Subliners match, because LA, from what we saw earlier, that's a banger.
Can we get 2 LA teams in the Final 4? We'll find out after this. This is the CDL.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Champs Tracer Pack is available now. The bundle includes the Reaper Operator skin, Ripper Weapon Blueprint, Death Stare Weapon Blueprint, Cuts Deep Charm, 2 calling cards, 2 emblems, and 2 weapon stickers. Use these items in both Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone. Available in store now using Call of Duty points.
Well, hello there. We are back and ready to kick it into the map 3. A hot contest so far. Yeah, it's hot in the building. It's hot in the series.
Hey, you got shorts on today.
You're hot. Yeah, no, I knew it was going to be warm today. I had a feeling, so I had to pull out the quads. Look at these things. You think anyone's blinded? I've been
see through them.
I've been hitting the Peloton, though. There's some muscle there. I'm telling you, these things feel like a couple of rocks, man.
Okay.
I'm so sorry about that, everybody home. Hopefully no one
viewer discretion is advised.
Had their vision affected by the bright lights of my quads.
Stops the clock. You have to do a selling on the top side of the flat. Does indeed. That's good. Oh, the snap! Max stays alive. Another for Mac. That's unreal. 23 seconds. Pause.
Trying to work someone on the flank. He's able to find, but criminally, the Craigs, they're able to get 2 headshots. They know that formula's gone. Vivid. Ooh, I think that's a bit of an over challenge. Envoy, he goes to the defensive side. Nobody able to check the bomb. Crim ready for it. Nice shots. Or Criminelli now going to find all 4 kills.
This is formal for the ace. 3rd, 4.
Illy wraps back, and it's formal with the ace. We have Booza. Now right back over to Illy. He takes his fight as well, trying to keep this 100% at 100. And
looking good so far. 2v1 now. Dashy last up. Full health, though. Chance to make a play. Next guy drops. Dashy, 1v1. Versili, former teammate. Ah! Just gunned to sleep. Picking up Zig. As you watch the white arrow start to funnel out, Simp and RCs have that crossfire. It's a lot for Simp to deal with, and he is dealing with it. 4-0 start. Just sensational. And he gets stuck. That was directly to his forehead, I think.
Yeah, Toronto Ultra trying to get water side, flip spawns for the second hill. We're going to head towards the left side of your mini-map, dude. Over towards Kitchen. All right, but at least
okay.
they're sticking them.
Was that deja vu? It's like 4 in a row.
Craziest play I have ever seen in my entire life. I don't know if anything will ever stack up to this play.
I mean, I can't believe he had time to reload for the first one. I mean, part of that at all. And the fact that Priesta accidentally mantles the Godheady.
They're playing it. They have to play it. They are both water, one shot. There's two water. They were both. They went red. They went red, Clay. They? Yeah, they went red. Both red. Both inside red. Both inside red. They went front door. They went front door.
He's hopping. Watch
water. Watch the water. I have your word. Back door.
He
they didn't see you yet. Nice! Let's go, Clay!
Yes, sir.
El otro tiene que estar por el under, creo.
Going alley.
No, en el Eli, Go. Eso es, joder. Bueno, Javi, coño. Madre mía.
Nice try, man.
Oh. I calmed it, dude. I said, like, wait for that.
I know what you meant.
Roaring early in Kenny.
What is this route?
Finding picks. Shotzzy. Look, guys, Michael Phelps on. He's going for a deep swim around the flag. Shotzzy. Or is it Aquaman? Coming up from the depths.
Trying to make ends, I don't want to make amends, and I came to the lens.
I mean, seriously!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm turning up to the sky. Yeah, I go up till I get right. I ain't really trip till I get by. Yeah, I'm going up to the top, Dubai. If you think I'm playing, just know it's on sight. What you on? Hit you with the more tight. You don't kick till you're putting down, bitches on sight. Try to walk in with the limelight. I come up with the kush right. You know better than a shot right. Yeah, I'm gonna get I'm coming in, feeling super saiyan. Oh my God, you think you was it? Use a little. Yeah, I'm coming in. Stop playing it. What you talk about? What you saying?
Welcome back in, everybody, for the final fight here on Saturday night. New York Subliners looking to power their way back into the top 3, something they've done for the last 3 events. Will they be able to get past LA Thieves, though, on home court? That is the question. And if you missed the earlier matches, LA was on quite a heater. They started the weekend extra spicy on the comms, Alley Cat.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, it's gone a little bit downhill up against their match in LAG. Even though they were on the back foot of it throughout the entirety of the season, LA Thieves kind of hurt themselves in that matchup. There was a lot of missed opportunities for them, and they're known to be one of the strongest S&D teams, and they fell very short in their defense in that map 2 in high rise.
Yeah, you know, some small uncharacteristic things from them throughout this entire stage. You know, #1 in First Bloods, well, they lost it in that. And then they had a 100-point lead in the map #1. They got comebacked on some big plays on the side of LAG. And then an Invasion where you've been dominant on defense, you lost one, right? So for them and LA Thieves, they know that each map, it was the smallest thing that went wrong. And they definitely talked about it in the back, and they will be prepared to go up against a team that they just reverse swept only a week ago.
Toronto knows they play the winner of this to open up the day tomorrow. And if LA Thieves want to be that opponent, what do they need to do? Lean on that search, right, Allie?
Definitely lean on the search and destroy for them. 8-4 second round win percentage. You just kind of forget about what happened versus LAG. And I can only hope that High Rise is not in this series again. They were playing way too aggressive on the defense for a team that is #1 in attack. So they set themselves up a little bit for failure. But LA Thieves that we saw in day #1, like, they can push these top teams to the limit.
We're just listening with the players right now. You can see J-Cap sweating there from LA Thieves. On the other side, Troy, a.k.a. Sender, he's giggling. He doesn't know how loud he is with those soundproof headphones on, but he's making the boys comfortable, and I feel like that's when the Subliners are at their best, when this team is feeling loose.
Absolutely, Chris. You know, I was watching that last series with them. As our Monster Energy comes up, you can see the hardpoint starting to click, but they're just all vibes, man. And I asked Kismet, I'm like, hey, what route do you want here to make it all the way to the final? He's like, we want to get our revenge on the LA Thieves, and we want to go in and beat Toronto because it's the best possible reps that you can get going into a tournament like Champs. So for the New York Subliners, they've been playing fantastic, man. Their hardpoint's been looking good. Kismet's been playing well. It seems like Sib is starting to fit. It's taken some time, but maybe you got to go down to LB to find your way.
They started with a low seed, a surprising low seed after falling to LA Thieves. That was a match in which New York led 2-0 before LA rattled off 3-0. But here's a look at Sib and the boys. Finding the groove outside, I think that's what's happening.
Nothing's on beat, no one's on beat. It's okay, remember Caesar said he thinks he could beat Kenny in a dance battle, and then it went off because it was a lie?
I think everybody loses there.
Oh, Subliners, how do you do that to your own team? They were the ones who tweeted that. We got to take a look at the maps and modes as the tweets are filing in. Make sure to hashtag CDL, and you got a chance to be featured on our show. We got our maps and modes, though, for this one. Rio, double dose of Invasion, Vista hardpoint for Game 4, and High Rise if we get to that search and destroy. I see Scrap over there. He's hanging out above the Subliners, and we're doing pick'ems here, Scrap. So I want to start with you telling me the winner.
That's cheating. No way, bro.
He says New York is winning it 3-1.
Who you got? New York 3-1, double dose of it.
You going with FaZe Kayson's pick there?
I'm going to go with New York 3-2.
3-2?
Yeah.
Name us season Game 5. Alley Cat?
They're cheering. I want to know if Troy will sing the New York song for me if I pick New York right now. But he's got his headset on. I'm going to go with New York in a 3-1.
3-1?
Yeah.
Allie and Scrap agree. I'm going with the Bulldog. He's going to bite again. New York gets it done.
5 New York picks. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? That's all the experts. It's time to find out how the casters see this one sorting out. Chance, are you going to sit on the fence?
I will absolutely not sit on the fence. I will make any call you want me to, puck it at any given time. But what I can see from the fence that I'm not sitting on is that New York, incredibly vibey. These guys have been having a blast. Sender's basically doing a stand-up routine to get them ready. These on the other side, I mean, look, these guys are completely locked in and ready to play. But a very interesting series.
Wait, no, don't take your head. You have to. I'll translate. Okay. We overheard Sender saying to the boys, right, let me just get real close to this one. Sender said to the boys, he was like, hey, during map 2, just one of you let me spawn in and let me run it for the search. That might actually happen.
That is absolutely not going to happen.
What?
But he also said whoever doesn't rotate, so they are taking notes. There's going to be punishments from the New York Subliners camp. Whoever performs poorly in map 1, well, they're going to meet their maker. And to be clear, their maker might very well be the LA Thieves. We have seen this matchup before. Thieves were knocking on the Devil's door. They were close to taking him down, and if they do so here, top 4 secured, your tournament run stays alive.
Oh, what a crazy day that would be. Well, the last time they met was online, and it was a good old reverse sweep. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the last match of the day, and we have saved a doozy for you, folks. Thieves taking on Subliners. Krem and Ghosty with the kills.
And we know the potential of this team, but we know Sky's got the Kobe's, and Skies might have them all. Maybe Nasty just the next man in line, but Thieves on this map earlier had a 90-point lead against the Gorillas that they ended up blowing, but that just means when they're on, they're on.
Yeah, can't let that happen again, surely. Can they bring down Skies, though? He's had a lovely start to the map. You bet your bottom dollar they get him there. Kremp finds a couple. Ghosty joins him. And with that being said, we should be able to pull a little bit of a lead back over to Peak 2. Ghosty's already in. Kismet wins a big one.
It is, in fact, the big gunfight. And you see New York Subliners, they're putting all the pressure on this rotation. Joe Seeds gets number 1. Number 2, though, traded out Hydra, making moves and at least attempting to get behind enemy lines, but still extra emphasis. Kremp, they really want to get those 2 seconds of scrap time, and hey, duo up together. Kremp and Nasty working together on the break.
They got it. They did. They got it. Now towards New. Lovely snap from Hydra. Great damage. Kismet will definitely... Oh, lovely coverage there. Joe Deceives took the words right out of my mouth and turned it all around. Ghosty towards the back. As the Thieves have got P2, let's check the breakout of the Subliners.
Teamwork on point, triple stacked together. They lost the gunfight on the flank, and now Kremp gets to flank for free. So Hydra gonna have to hit the go button, and Kremp's gonna be behind you. And well, last man standing. His team though spawns out, and Hydra maybe all's well that ends well. Can't get the gunfight into time, but his teammates there to clean it up.
Spraying. Oh wow, Kiz, lovely damage on the Ghosty. That's gonna stop the play in its tracks. And if everything goes to plan here, the New York Subliners will be able to get right back into this. However, the battle rages. Nasty. Bottom line of the ramp there, finally brought down. The next 12 seconds are going to go the way of New York. Rotation, though, so far, LA.
Yeah, and maybe Sky's the most advanced person on the map for New York Subliners. Kismet playing mid, but he's got to play it patient. Now he's got Sib next to him, so Subliners focused on the teamwork element. Stun check the left, and well, now it's guns to the right. Easy reads, but a better shot there from Ghosty. A single trade rolling through with these. At least with the back spawns, you think you're going to have success, but it might take them a long time.
Oh, man. We're stuck in the middle of the hard point. We're pushing forward, though, for the New York Subliners. Still plenty of players here for the Thieves close. You've got the back spawns now. Can you get the fight on the hard point? The answer is absolutely not, madam. All down. Thieves wiped out, flipped again. Good looks for New York.
Yeah, and well, last time they had the close spawn to get bullied. This time they are spawning oh so far away, and this is just unfortunate. It's going to be free kills from Hydra and a free flank. His eyes are going to light up when he sees it. Number 1, number 2. And now you got to read the spawn. Hydra turning around. He knows before Thieves do where they're going to spawn out.
That's just immaculate work. Sky's guns up at the ready. Can only get a bit of damage, but it's plenty of information. Sib, whoa, going down, swinging.
And this is like old vibes, by the way. Always teams on this hill want to go for the back spawns, but we've seen it time and time again this weekend that you can hold the back either way, but maybe a couple spawn outs rolling through, so you clear out one direction, turn for the other. LA Thieves, they have just been stuck in a blender of their death screen.
Here we go. Through the front, lads. Hydra looking for that 6th kill in a row, looking for streaks, and man, it's so handy-dandy on this map. Gets it. Any more would be ideal, and the boy is absolutely moving. The Phenom, what a 3, 8 in a row.
He knows where you're gonna be before you do. 15 kills already, and it's only the 4th hill of the map. Hydra, when he is at his best, the best player in the world.
He knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Kismet on the flank of his own. 1, 2, 3 for Kiz. Absolutely wipes out the Thieves. Last man up, Kremp. Trying to stay alive here.
I just feel like I've seen that story before. That is deja vu all over again. One time for Hydra, one time for Kismet. Finally, maybe a little bit of a stabilization. 3 players here for Thieves, but look who's here to break down the setup. It's Hydra. Give you a 2. Finally does get traded, but enough for the break. A 4-man wipe for New York Subliners. They are running the show.
He's disgusting. He really is. Absolutely disgusting. Sib, in all this sort of chaos and whatnot, has got himself a 3 spree. Get up close and personal, quick change of play here. Ghosty, nice work to bring him down. Ends that in its tracks. Well, P5, last hard point up here in the set on Rio. So far, so good. The Thieves are battling. And finally, a bit of noise from their side of the stage.
We can hear signs of life. It's still an 80-point gap. If they blew a 90-point lead, maybe they can make up for it, being down by about 70. Long way to go, but the hill time so far is good. Maybe timing on their side as well. Kremp might get traded out, but over towards time. Unfortunately for LA Thieves, it's Hydra who gives you one, and the trades are there. Subliners are flowing.
Back to P1 we go, chaps. Joe's in trouble. Joe's dead. Skies. We saw the 3-piece he picked up to start the map off, and he hasn't had to do a whole lot since, because Hydra is going 20 and 10. Lovely work out of New York. And Sender is the loudest man in the building.
Yeah, I mean, anyone can roar at this point. Subliners, they got the right side spawns. They're good for the long-term game and short-term. Well, the reinforcements for LA Thieves are dealing with Sib, and he's at least able to call this out. Everybody's hitting the street. Skies receives that, turns his head on attention, and ready for the gunfights. The kills might fall on his lap.
Here we go. Oh, that's the first. Nice job. Nasty in and out. Hydra hunting for this one. Gets it. Outstanding work alongside Sib. P1 is yours. 25 seconds to go. Thieves are going to want to hit this.
And they're going to hit the old college try. You expect the trades roll through for the subliners, and Sib there to connect. Fell off the 4 spree, and honestly, 15 seconds of scrap time that the LA Thieves are going to be happy to collect, because on this rotation, could be devastating. Hydra waiting in the wings. His teammates there in the back to back him up.
We see teams survive on scrap and keep these, long, hard point games close. This time round, though, it's a massive lead. LA Thieves have got to do a lot more than live off scrap. They've got to win in this rotation. First time round, they did have it. And then with Kremp, if he can get a kill here, he gives his boys a fighting chance.
And you see what Subliners are doing there. They're not playing around the time. So Kremp, he just looks around. He's chasing a bunch of ghosts, and now he moves towards it, but he's just being swarmed and surrounded, but he comes out on top. Deceives and Kremp there for the break.
Oh, it's all coming up. LA Thieves. Let's go for a quick listen in and see if they sound good.
I'll put you blue. I'll put you blue.
Blue. Two blue down.
I'll put you blue. Yo, 1 gate, 2 blue. 1 gate, 2 blue. 1 gate, 2 blue. Blue, watch it.
Nice. Wait.
Blue chow, blue chow. One more blue weak. He's going bridge. He's going bridge. He's getting the left.
I'm picking up bridge.
I'm not pushing this. I'm not pushing this. I'm playing safe.
Earn that.
Bridge.
Yo, listen.
Yeah, in the back. Dead.
Nice, good shit.
That's fine.
Okay, you can. Sib and Skies are looking for, okay?
Earn that.
Who's on odd?
One box in the DS.
This is Skies.
Was it you?
This is Skies.
He wants bridge, man. I don't know who.
Yeah, it could be Skies. One to fold. I'll see him bridge. Could be through or no?
No, he can't be. There's no way.
I'll play next show.
TV car. He's
That's it.
I'm gonna show.
They went box.
Cash weak. Cash one shot.
One shot L1, bro. One shot L1.
Yep.
Yo, one top in on me.
Yep.
Play his boxes now. Boxes.
Play off the spawn.
He's
cash, one shot. There's 2 cash in 1 box.
Play left.
Shot side. I'm one shot.
Responding.
Yeah, double. He wants it. Shop weak. It's Paco. Shop weak. Paco.
Yo, one on me.
I think he went front shop.
SC's one shot.
I think Paco's front shop.
Paco weak. He's back door, 1 ticket.
Box is dead. One more time.
Back door ticket, last two.
Weak Paco.
Yep,
He went cash, okay, guys?
Yeah, get Q boxing me.
We need to hit this though, okay?
I'll see boxes.
Yo,
I'll play through here. I'll play the shot though.
With you.
I'll see back on flank there.
They don't boxes. Oh, I just needed my fucking self, bro.
I'll see my time. Yeah, I'm center weak.
I need a cider.
Boxes, he's dead.
Center kids hit twice weak.
Yo, Paco pins. One pinch, Dante.
Let's get pitch. I'm going to shoot him. I'm flying.
Yeah,
he's only couple.
I need couple. I said, yeah, couple dead. I'm shoving you. Yeah, in the couple truck, one shot. One shot. He's in the couple truck.
About a 100-point game. We're battling for new. Things are looking up. There are some things, though, Chancellor, and listening that I would personally keep to myself.
I was about to say, Nasty, it's kind of consistent now. Good things going on, bad things going on. He will be there to let you know. And right now, the bad things for LA Thieves, 100-point gap, and you do not have the time, and it's even Sib running at you. Woo! New York Subhunters on top of the trades. Joe Deceives, next man in line. Sky's there to give you a little bit extra. New York inside the top.
Trophies are in place as well, so now you are smiling. The barrel of Kremp sticks out a little too far there. Kismet, I mean, hungry for 2 here. Why not, brother? Go for it. Beautiful shots out of Kiz. Bulldog barking.
And this is just easy reads. This is going to be a victory lap in the stamp on the game. Hydra chose violence. 29 kills. He's going to hit the 30 bomb. You almost expect it, but Kismet, first man to get towards this new time. 1 mediocre. 1 poor break on one of the next 5 hills. And New York Subhunters will win map 1.
They might be able to fall over and find the win here at this point in time. They've looked so dominant. Thieves have not enjoyed themselves since the matchup against the LA Gorillas. This is it, final 10. A close contest. Kiz Spree gone. Kremp down and out as Sib finds his 28th kill. And here come the final 10.
Someone else can get the hill. That is not his job. Hydra there for 2 with the MCW. Why not run the score up a little bit more? They just outslayed him by 20-plus kills and beat him by more than 150. Dominance to start this series off. Subliners doing things right.
Dios mío. A very, very strong showing. And a bit of a statement to start the series off. Hydra with over a minute of time in the hard point as well. Chance Skies pushing 2.5 minutes. Not an easy thing to do whatsoever. These boys are feeling loose and they are cooking. It's a scary prospect for the LA Thieves fans, but we'll see if they can make the comeback in the search.
Well, I gotta say, confidence is king in Call of Duty. Always has been, always will be. And just looking at these 2 squads before these started, there was no lack of confidence on the New York Subliner side of that stage. They were bouncing around, having a grand old time. They're as engaged with the broadcast as they are with the game. And on map 1, Flow State, they absolutely thrive.
Absolutely. Sender's right back at it. And we're not kidding, folks. I mean, it does sound like a joke, but he really was the loudest man in the venue from the inside of the little dugout where the Subliners are. My God, loud as hell. Absolutely roaring. Chances trying to catch anything there. What did you get, mate?
Well, I just know the extra motivation from Sender. He said, I'm subbing in for the S&D. Whoever doesn't rotate, I'm going to be there to replace. Well, they played well enough that I think all 4 get to stay in with the starting spot.
The idea that Sender could come in. Actually, I think if he does have a player contract, technically it can happen. But quick look at the stats, folks. Civ, 30-19, 32-21 from Hydra. Massive, massive work. No one there on the Thieves really brought up too much chance. They were just getting suffocated.
I mean, Kremp was shooting, right? The damage was pretty out of control, or at least he kept pace. But just as a collective, you get outslayed by 22 kills. There's only so much you can do. And even for like the moments where Thieves started to string things back together, a cruise missile just there to break you down. And New York Subliners, a well-oiled machine. They use it to perfection. So you got to be damn near perfect when you play against them when they're shooting like that. But really, just a victory lap. What was once a fairly close game. Again, they just blew it open, never looked back.
Well, this is the way things looked on the last Sunday of the qualifiers. New York goes up 2. Very dominant performance. Everything's going great. Real excited. And then what do you know? There's a reverse sweep in your hand. So we know one thing, and that is for sure, that the Thieves may be down, but they are never out. Confidence, though, being the key currency in the Call of Duty League at the moment. It's got fantastic trade potential. Seemingly works in every environment. These fellas need a bit of that confidence. See if they can't find it going into the search between J-Cap and Shane, the coaching staff for the LA Thieves. See if they can't get the boys motivated again.
Well, and certainly S&D is a mode that Thieves can be very confident in. It has been their bread and butter throughout Stage 4. Dan Ghosty, day 1, dropping 15 kills in a map to help his team win. Yeah. And they're still first in a handful of different categories. First Bloods included. That being said, I know New York Subliners, it's a game mode they love to do a little bit extra homework in. They're the team that's breaking out the Ordnance Clubs. They're the team that sort of pushes the pace, that finds new creative ways to play the mode. I don't know if they've got anything special cooked up for map 2, but I know they are a force to be reckoned with.
Sender once again. Spitting hot fire. They managed to win 2 majors in the MW2 season and champs. Extraordinarily dominant season from them. And this is what the Thieves side looks like, of course. The LA Thieves, they get their Vanguard season chance, back-to-back events and a champs win. I mean, 2 orgs with fantastic legacies. A lot of success found. And Sender, he's locked, baby. He's absolutely locked. He just said, I'm freaking locked. He's well excited. Game flow, though. Oh, God.
I mean, I was listening to him talk to his team. I can't repeat literally any of it. I can make jokes if it was the Spanish squad, but I unfortunately understood every single word, and I would be a little bit fearful going into map 2 because map 1, as you can see, dominance. LA Thieves effectively flatline. Had maybe 2 strong hills, but the only opportunity they had to get back in the mix, Hydra dropped the cruise on their foreheads, and again, 250 to 115. One of the better wins we've had in Hardpoint this tournament.
Absolutely. I mean, there's been some stinkers. There's been some blowouts. There's been all sorts of good stuff here. But, folks, we're about ready to get into this game. So how about we go for it? How about we get into map number 2? LA Thieves taking on the New York Subliners. We're playing Search and Destroy. We're going to Invasion. It'll be glorious.
And the best news for Invasion compared to a real hard point, it is a massive change of pace. You go to one of the speediest hard points, if not the fastest, to the slowest S&D we have in the mix. So stock and standard got to be ready to make the big plays. And I know a couple players come out on this map and punch you in the mouth with an ace, an opportunity to set the tone right from round one. We'll see if LA Thieves can dig deep into their S&D bread basket and find an answer. If not, New York Subliners, they've been bouncing around already in their chairs on the first map. Gotta slow them down.
Gotta slow them down somehow, whatever it may be. Put gum in their hair. Tie their laces together. Get old school out there. Ghosty has looked fantastic in Search and Destroy so far. 1.91 chance.
Well, he dropped 15 kills in the map, and he's played 2 series. Last time we saw that stat, he hit a 3.25. So things are stabilizing the more maps we play.
Yeah, it helps quite a lot. And Invasion, though, you called it, mate. A very slow, very sort of methodical map. And lovely start there from Dan Ghosty. He's on the board.
And that's a hell of a strike, too, because the one stat that did not look good for Ghosty was his opening duel win percentage, which was a goose egg 0%. Starting a round off on defense that early. Thieves are in a phenomenal spot to start this game.
How much of an advantage have they got, though? We'll find out. Subliner still playing close. Nades up. No good, but that's going to give Skies just enough information to poke forward and figure it out. What have we got? Uh-oh, you're on the mid map now. Nice shots on Krem.
And no one's attacking yet for LA Thieves. They're happy to play patient in this setup. Now you got Ghosty watching across. Nasty on a godlike angle, and Sid couldn't even see him. This guy's in a 1 versus 3. A dangerous man, but with no room to move. Perfectly iced up for the LA Thieves. That's how you want to start an invasion.
It's a great start. Ghosty's first blood. Krem gets traded, but you're happy to take it. Joe cleaning up shop there as well. LA Thieves. Lovely start.
Yeah, aggressive for the first blood as well. Again, Hydra, no time to move. And frankly, for the majority of players on the New York Subliners, that round might have been fast enough that they're not going to have too many trophies in the mix. So I think LA Thieves, maybe a small window of opportunity to push the pace. Don't get me wrong, easier said than done. Might not have a lot of time before those things develop.
But you're not wrong. If they manage to make something very, very special, some coordinated frag attacks, then you're going to be able to steal some early bloods here. Subliners. How good are you at dodging ordnance? Let's find out. Here comes one. Uh-oh, Sib. Joe's on the flank, managed to pick it up. And here comes Kismet. Do you pick up the pinch? You do! Ghosty brought down, though. Trade's complete. It is all down to Skies again.
Yeah, Ghosty got his kill before Kismet was able to get that trade. So another big pick, and Skies in a clutch situation. And he is spotted. And DVDs with an MCW, not ideal. 2 players in front. He's just running for his life.
I'm just watching his player cam. He's dodging, diving, hoping. Holy shit! Oh! That's not okay!
And that is the worst case scenario there for the LA Thieves. You line up in front of him and he just knocks you down.
No, we don't need a replay. That's not right. Oh, God. Look. They were keen. They were excited. They lined up.
And there's moments where your comms are nice and calm. You know what the plan is. And there's times where you just fall into the chaos of it. Skies almost feels disrespected by that sort of lineup. Chow and, hey, what could have been a 2-0 lead from LA Thieves. Everything going right. You're back to square one.
Yeah, look. These things happen. Sky's got himself deady. Still not a lot of trophies in play, though, for the Subliners. You can see that by Hydra being heavily tagged up. Kiz, bad nade. Backs up. Kremp Nasty by the tank. Here we go.
And Jodeci is, by the way, on the fullest of flanks. So as long as his boys slow him down, maybe you could have had success. But Sib, talk about knowing your timings. That's an easy first blood, and now they can turn tail over towards the A site. Nasty might have some intel. Number 1, number 2, Ghosty and Kremp trying to get active. Want to make the play before the play's made on them. That's the loudest.
Can we get some WD-40 for that blue door, please? Hey, tell you what, though, Kismet hasn't moved. Is he deaf?
Online versus LAN.
That guy creaked wide open. Here comes Kremp on the flank as well. And New York, you are being picked apart one by one. Down to Skies. And tell you what, lads, think about your spacing.
They got a triangle around him now. No lining up this time.
Just think about your spacing, lads, at least. Don't line up again. There you go. We're on the bomb as well. And that's the LA Thieves with the lead.
And the sound must have just been different for Kismet than it was for us. That was the loudest door I've ever heard, but that is a 3v4 and a massive retake there from LA Thieves. So both teams right now taking turns trolling around, so we're tied up on the troll front. Now we're back to normal.
Yeah, Ghosty doesn't have dead silence activated there, so just a moment where maybe the in-game player voice is just a little too loud. Kismet doesn't catch onto that. Or he's holding his angle. You know, he's holding that play. He doesn't want to let it go. He feels like someone's coming through comms. Who knows? A million things could have happened there. But The only thing that matters is it's the New York subliners down around now.
I mean, my guess would just be Codcaster for us versus his perspective, but weird moment nonetheless. Stuns out early. Joe Deceive spots Kismet on the cross. Don't know if he saw a player name, but at least you know the intel. 2 players nearby.
One of the most difficult things you'll do in MW3 is the slow, methodical crawl up the B street towards that bomb site. Joe's having none of it. Cut across. Hydra. Still on a donut.
I mean, Kremp did that himself as well. Joe Deceives not necessarily late to the jump, but Kremp just too quick, and a 4v3. Get the first blood, execute on the rounds.
Watching out for the pinch as well. Hello. Kiz spotted out. Lovely teamwork once again. Trades, though. This time, Skies gets involved. It's still a 1v3. Sib now, the only man left alive. Finds a Joe. I can't find anything after that. LA Thieves, 3-1.
Pushing pace as well. This has felt like a very quick invasion S&D thus far. And I think New York subliners maybe need to reposition just a little bit. I know Hydra 0-4. You want them alive later in these rounds.
Well, I mean, if not for the lineup, this is 4-0.
Very true.
Absolutely the case right now. Thieves, you might not have had it there on Rio, but you got it on Invasion so far. Keep this up, and you're tying things up. Subliners, though, ooh, you can never count them out.
And again, Hydra 0-4. He's only done enough damage to get a single kill, and he's died first twice for the New York subliners. And not a good sign for a team like this. World Championship caliber might get punched in the mouth again. There's the first blood. The second time Thieves have just run it down A Street. And now Kismet has to pump the brakes. He's caught, doesn't know what to do.
I know, you get punched in the mouth like that. Slows things right down. Head's a little reeling. Your vision gets a bit blurry. Slow down. Perfect stun check on the tank. Nobody home. It's being watched from an alternate angle. Joseph Deceives is on the other side of the park. And here we go. That's awkward. But that door definitely got heard.
4v3, but he moved. No reason to, no intel, and now Ghosty the timing on the bomb plant.
Oh my God.
Or Nasty just got in from dark.
Oh, Kremp on a 4. Kremp. Down and out. Kiz pushing pace. Surprise. What did he say?
He said, good round, boys. Let's go for the next one.
Well, that's map point for the LA Thieves.
4-1 now.
4-1? Oh, sorry, you're right. No, you're right. I gave him that official point after the. I gave the wrong point after the lineup. See, this is why I'm not a referee or an umpire.
Yeah, for what it's worth, by the way, only 4 minutes and 30 seconds of gameplay has actually taken place. So when I said invasion, slow things down massively, I would have been right. 90% of the matches we've had this year on this map, I'm extremely wrong right now. They are running it down, both these teams, and Hydra 0-5.
I think we're definitely setting a record here in terms of how fast this map has gone. Shout, Sib. Nasty's had your number at range. Kremp with the timing here might be loving it. Thieves want it bad. This time, though, they're going to get blooded.
Backing him down as well. Nice shots from Sib. That is bombed down as well. So you even see Ghosty on the map. They are just forced to rotate over. You got to pick this bomb up.
Yeah, it's a tough recovery. And Sib, he's lying on top of it right now, so not going to let that go. Whether or not they know for certain that Joe Deceives had it, you're still holding.
Yeah, that's the only thing is that subliners don't know, but subliners also have complete control of this map. I mean, Sib's pushed up nice and aggressive, a double stack on the mid tank. Sib's a player you want to catch, but you can't catch him. Hydra gets off the donut. Kremp in a 1v4, and there's a stream of subliners right in front of you. Good luck with that.
They had him absolutely pinned on the inside of that broken building. One way in, no way out for Kremp. Subliners finally managed to get themselves a solid win. And it is a dominant one. I mean, the 3 of them left alive in that situation. Happy for that. Talked about the trophy issue they've been facing. And again, a very fast game. A very, very fast game.
Both these teams are in a hurry. I do not know what for, but still an opportunity for a team on offense. If they want to slow the pace down, they are more than welcome, but they are getting after it. And I know for the fact on LA Thieves, they've been very aggressive down A Street that I think subliners might just have to respect it. And you see it tripling up that direction. Maybe ready for a little bit of pressure, but Cafe is going to be the hit. Both SMGs for the New York subliners nearby, looking for the first blood by the tank. Haven't found gold yet, just yet.
No, not yet. Stun's not going to land. Skies. Oh my God, I think Joe might have known it. He might have seen it. That nade might hit. Doesn't. So Skies, he could have pushed forward there, caused a problem. Just on the other side of that creaky door, though, Joe, to your left. There's a lot of players. Hello. God almighty, that's awkward. This time, the door not so loud. Kismet gets right on top of it. Lovely snap. Ghosty finds a couple of pairs. My God, it's all down to Nasty now. 1v2. The round is nearly over.
No eyes on him, though. Nope, just got spotted. What an angle there. Catch him out the corner of your eye in 7 HP in a dream. It makes it to safety, but that bomb, whether you can see it or not, going to get planted at B. And, well, Sib, he's just here to watch every single cross. Nasty got to have to pray that timing goes his way, and
it did.
He's successful, but now he got spotted by Skies.
Yeah, prayers answered. There's the wrap. There's the kill. All right, New York. Concrete jungle where plays are made of. 1 round separating our teams now.
And I can't quite hear what they're actually saying, but I know there was a moment in that round where the comms from New York subliners got active. They started making plays, and I mean, S&D listens in. It's like an evaluation that we've never been able to do, but certainly this is a mode where you can set yourself apart as a player and help your squad out. Well, a 4-1 lead for LA Thieves beginning to collapse. New York is creeping up on you, still down a round. But the fact that they have defense right now, they are looking to tie things up.
Through the middle and right up B Street go the New York subliners.
That's so aggressive.
And they want the fight, and they've kept the Thieves at bay. I think a lot of glances were exchanged, maybe no shots. Skies are still keen for a few more. We oscillated over towards the A-bomb site nearly immediately. Going to bang that door, get on top of it. Sib's got eyes, and Skies might be moved in for the kill. There's a flurry of comms from both sides right now. We know the play is on. Here comes the bomb plant. Oh, Sky softens up the flanks. Kremp manages to find her first. Pressure now on. Hydra springs into action. Opening up the street once again. Kremp again, his second kill on the round.
Yeah, 2v3 as well. It's going to be a tough spot. Nasty was sort of on the late flank in this moment. Ghosty gives you one. Sky's last man standing. Looking to clutch again, but an extremely difficult spot.
This time the boys are not holding hands. Final few moments here. Skies is going to dance around, desperately trying to stay alive.
Yeah, he was trying to bait out shots and see if he could intel on Kremp, but Kremp trigger discipline on point. Now LA Thieves, they're going to hunt him down and catch him. Nice plays as well. You shut down the cruise missile, you kill their momentum, and you get an offensive win as well. Best case scenario for the Thieves, a round of defense on Invasion S&D, and they'll tie this series up.
That point. It's very quiet in here now, folks. Last moments here for the New York subliners to pull out something crazy.
And these teams have been like bit by the aggressive bug as well because the comms, I'm telling you, compared to what we've heard this weekend on a map like this, incredibly active. LA Thieves had to have just spotted these players on the cross as well. That was all four that made that commitment, but maybe not. Kremp has not gotten active down A Street, so maybe not the perfect amount of intel.
He's still quite far forward, but that's just the white car cinder block position. Ghosty shoulders. Ghosty tags. Lovely work. Stays alive as well. Subliners a slight flurry in the lines there. Are they going towards A?
Well, stun check. Connects. Now you're worried about the pressure.
Cook it. Send it. Connect. Nasty by the dozer. Trapped now. Finds one with his back against the wall. Joe deceives like a wounded animal. The LA Thieves are looking to bounce back.
S&D has been their backbone, and this is exactly why. Built a massive lead and slammed that door shut. No comebacks on Invasion. And honestly, one of the faster Invasion S&Ps we have seen this year.
All time.
Hyperactive between these squads. Thieves come out on top.
That's a win I felt like they sorely needed. Morale would have been at an all-time low, especially after the 3-0 they suffered at the hands of LAG. Another battle for LA that doesn't go their way, but now you find a very convincing win on Invasion. And S&D looking good, active here in the cage in Burbank. It's been an extremely exciting tournament. We've said a very fond farewell to many teams, some of which we will not be seeing at Champs again, but these boys we will. There's the stats. And again, lovely work in the damage department out of everyone there on the LA Thieves. If not for the lineup, an absolutely a very, very convincing performance there on Invasion.
Absolutely. All things considered, dominant performance on the map. You almost could not ask for anything more, and even the trades, hyper efficient from the squad as well. So Thieves, nice regrouping after the Rio. They got, absolutely taken to the woodshed, so to speak, but a map win is a map win, and going into control, honestly, either one of these teams can win this game. Invasion, I know for LA Thieves, the biggest theme has been their offensive rounds. They have not had success, and well, maybe the perfect team to be playing against in the sense that New York Salt Miners, one of the best teams on the offensive round. So going to have to level up your performance today.
Yeah, well, folks, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Sender's already chatting to the boys. Everyone's getting ready for that Invasion game in just a moment. Don't go too far. The last match of the day here, a lower bracket matchup. We're all tied up 1-1. When we come back, someone's taking the lead.
I'll go.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Champs Tracer pack is available now. The bundle includes a Reaper Operator skin, Ripper Weapon Blueprint, Death Stare Weapon Blueprint, Cuts Deep Charm, 2 calling cards, 2 emblems, and 2 weapon stickers. Use these items in both Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone. Available in store now using Call of Duty points.
all tied up. 1-1 going into control. Your shoes should still be on, folks. We haven't left Invasion, and we'll stay on there for one map more. Welcome back to the Call of Duty League Major 4 marches onwards. Invasion Control. That's where we're going. And those two teams, they had a lovely day earlier, but for now, let's see how the LA Thieves, the New York Subliners, go.
And it is going to be a fun map to play as well. I know the theme for the LA Thieves is they now have a 1-14 record on the offensive rounds. Wow. That is the name of the game on the map. Can you pull off an onside win? Or if you can't, can you at least get enough ticks to draw defense for the final round, where Thieves have struggled, Subliners have on occasion set themselves apart. I know Hydra as an individual, his numbers on offense are clinically absurd. They have been the entire year, a lethal force, difficult to contain, but Thieves did so effectively in the S&D. We'll see if they can manage the same fate here on Control.
Oh, here we go, folks. During the commercial break, we actually managed to get an entire PC swap out for Ghosty. He was facing some input issues that were plaguing him. So brand new PC, the boys rocking. I actually also got to hear, overhear, Coach Shane give the boys a motivational speech, and I can't lie, I'm ready to rock. We'll see if it helps the boys. As here we go, folks. Another Invasion Control.
And leading directly towards the A zone. 3 players here on defense for LA Thieves, but already Hydra strikes.
Hydra finds his first, not before meeting his maker immediately, and Skies, lovely snap. That is a problem, folks. Skies is trying to do what he can to get on towards A. He knows there's a player there, but the spawner's so close, so dangerous, so friendly to the teammates only.
And they got the close spawn as well. Yeah, all 3 players for the Subliner just spawned up down A street, so the opportunity just to run it back, but Nasty doing a nice job in the feed. Your cross has been covered, and nobody's fooling LA Thieves today, but fool or not, you made it to the zone. It's Sib versus the world. His teammates are not reinforcing this. It's all on him to drag the pressure, and drag the pressure he has.
Wow.
4 arrows came back to deal with him.
And they've done it. They've dealt with it. But now you've got to make your way over towards the B zone ASAP, gents. It's only Kismet making the capture now. Very slow on the approach. Sib, can you get out of spawn? The answer is nope, not today. Kremp gatekeeping that one as well.
Yeah, now you got to be worried about the flank as well. So Skies might need his head on a swivel. You see backing off the zone. Maybe waiting for Sib to make contact again. So New York Subliners, 45 seconds have been burned off the game clock, and now they're able to stop it again. But for the moment, they are feeling the heat.
Nasty flying around now. Lovely too. Keeping that zone as safe as possible.
And look, if you have a 1-14 record on offensive rounds, you got to slam them on the defense.
If you don't slam them on the defense, it's going to get nearly impossible, if not, to try to win the map. Joe Steve's got to go big here. Only a bit of shots in the skies. 21.8, the clock has been stopped, and that's a 2-man stack.
And the slammage opportunity might be off, but Hydra, again, his numbers are absurd because he plays for the kills, so his team's going to be off the zone, or they're forced to capture it, but for good reason. If you're going to be playing for the kills, got to make sure you get them, and, well, the zone is secure. And Hydra continues, or at least briefly did before Ghosty took him down, but that is the threat of New York. Down, though, to 12 lives.
Yeah, lovely work. Thieves may have lost the zone, but they are currently, quote-unquote, winning the war, because you've got a 2-life advantage. That will dissipate quickly if anything goes awry. And let's face it, on this map, that's very possible. Hydra, top tank. Bit of a tank himself. If you can find a few more out of this, yeah, the boys are cleaning up B Street, looking for one way to now disperse and make your way into the spawns of the LA Thieves.
This is the delicate moment. This is the clean push. Right now for Subliners, all 4 players alive in the kills, at least the first one going their way. This is the moment to look for the break.
Oh, this could be it. Building to building fighting. Sib pressing the advantage. Hydra picks up another.
They're squeezed.
Skies gets his. Now you're in trouble. 9 lives either side, and they've made it into back garage.
And all the kills are flowing their way, but now he's gonna give you 2. Line up for him, why don't you? LA Thieves, the moment they needed, they got it.
You never expect it. The wild A-zone, nasty 2-piece. Joe joins him as well. Lives are gone. All the lives of the Subliners eaten away. It's down to Sky, Sib, and Kiz, and this round is over. Was it a slammage? Not necessarily, but the Thieves will take that win.
Not a slammage, good, but not great. You got the job done in round 1, because New York Subliners, I mean, the pressure cooker, they were turning that bad boy on. To force out that deep sort of blue spawn as well, but then Nasty picking up 2 on the zone. They won the important ones. Now